Hello, everyone. Daniel here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be doing a review for The Human Target number 8. We are 4 issues away from this story coming to an end. They took a little bit of a break, but we've gotten 2 issues really back to back in the last few months. So very excited to go over this. But let's take a look at the people behind this book before we talk more about this stuff. So this book is being written by Tom King with art by Greg Smallwood. Now, if you're not aware, this book is about the human target's been poisoned because somebody was trying to kill Lex Luthor, but the human target was providing his services at the time, so he was poisoned instead of Lex. Now he's trying to figure out who did it. We were told in the last issue that he knows who it is. Christopher Chance knows who it is now that probably poisoned him, but we still see he still has a lot of loose ends to finish up. So in this issue, the brutal series continues. As time is running out for Christopher Chance to find his murderer, his investigation into the Justice League International takes him on a violent turn when Rocket Red comes knocking, looking for his friend Guy Gardner. Now, if you've been reading the series, and this is a spoiler for the previous issues, Human Target killed Guy Gardner, so Rocket Red is not going to find them. But that's kind of what this whole issue is about. I think Tom King does a really fun thing where obviously each one of these issues, it's a day because he has 12 days left to live. So every book, it's a day left in his life, which it's really interesting because everything's a little bit different. He's developed a relationship with Ice. He's been working, and we get to see a lot of the characters from the Justice League International, which we don't normally get to see as much of. Like this Rocket Red character, I hadn't seen them in forever. So really interesting. But let's take a look at some of the art from Smallwood so you can understand why I love this book so much. And everything's so cool. Like the motion of the darts, which they reverberate because, you know, here they're waking up. They're not fully awake yet. Even though Ice puts up a shield, it still shatters. We get these beautiful lettering, which does a lot of the heavy lift work. I love all the little sounds. The, you know, tip, tink, tink, the reloading the shotgun, and then just these panels of like, even though you don't need to make this into a 9-panel grid, but just to maintain the pacing and the aesthetics, Smallwood is breaking up this full illustration into 2 panels, right? Even though it's really the same. Like if you remove this white space, you'd have the full picture. So that's really interesting stuff. And then on the next page, when things get a lot more violent, the noise goes up a level, right? The letters become thicker and bolder and bigger and brighter. So really, really cool stuff. But even then, just showing up, I love the design of Rocket Red. I don't know if this is his normal design, but Greg Smallwood knows how to design a great costume. And yeah, we just, you know, Christopher Chance doesn't stand a chance, no pun intended, when it comes to a fully, you know, when a superhero fully ambushes him with all this power. So really, really interesting stuff. I love this series. It's one of my favorite ongoing things. I think Tom King has been just on a roll with all these maxi series. So I'm very excited to see where this one wraps up. And then just having a talent like Smallwood and the rest of the team. I mean, it's like there is no way this book is failing. So I'm very excited to see that. There was a one-shot that gives you a little bit more background on some stories about the human target and you know, Christopher Chance doing shenanigans outside of all this stuff. So very excited to share this and make sure that people read this book. But you guys let me know, what do you think of this issue? What do you think of this series overall? We have more reviews for this series on the channel. Make sure to go check those out. And as always, thank you for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Saturdays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. And stay tuned because we have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, all that good stuff in the channel. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.